Hey everyone, it's Richard Metal Fan here, bringing you guys a little vlog, and this is vlog number 28. And the reason for this vlog is just a little bit of a discussion video, I should say. So it could be like a discussion slash vlog video, and it's just about like internet, like friendships, and just breakups from friendships, or just like internet trolls, shit talking, and just like the way that how I view things, and just like the way I view it in general, and just pretty much my experiences with it, and just talking about stories that relate to those topics that I just mentioned. This isn't like any like clickbait any story here from the title. It's a real, like, what you see is what you get. But yeah, and of course, like, this video is just personally for myself, and just to like get my stuff off my chest. And I know some friends that probably know of, or at least I've talked to in private about it, will be like, ugh, there he goes again, just let it go. This is exactly why I'm going to make this video, just to get like the final thoughts. And this will be the last video in the first and last video I will make about this topic or subject, because, and after this I'm just going to drop it completely and I will never talk about it again. And some people will be like, is this really necessary? Yes, it is. And of course, this is my video, but we're going to have a little fun. I'm not going to try to shit talk. It's how I viewed it. Let's get started. So let's go back to pretty much in the last decade. Let's just go back to about 2014, 2015. Well, actually, let's go back to 2015, I should say. Pretty much in the last 5 years about how things. And of course, I was like the last couple of years before that, it was pretty good, but good. I remember I had finished high school. Well, and I did went to like a job training thing up in Rome, Georgia, because, you know, I live in Georgia. And that was pretty interesting. Like, I'd finished high school, and I remember at that time, during 2012, like the beginning of that I went to some like crappy local venue, which at the time I pretty much was giving a shit about it, because, you know, I had a buddy of mine's band played at that show, and they're still around. But that place shut down a couple years ago, which honestly, that really, now that I think about it, that place should have shut down years ago. Mostly because of just like, I hear about like drama and fighting and stuff. And if it's one thing I hate, it's just drama. I try to avoid all that stuff. I remember when I was younger, I would just be like, ooh, what did I miss? But as I'm getting older, I'm just like, it's not worth it. Like, I don't really follow that bullshit. And I'm thinking, if that's how that venue is, with all the fighting and drama and people acting like they're fucking teenagers and shit, that I don't want to be part of that. That especially, there was like this, especially what really was this one that broke the straw on the camel's back was, I heard about the owner of said venue actually punching one of my good friends in the face, and I'm like, you don't do that. Like, that's not fucking cool, man. And I hate like that. And that was pretty much where I pretty much stopped giving a shit about that venue. And just like some other people, and I'm not saying like they're all bad. I mean, there's actually a few that I'm actually still from that era that I'm still friends with, and you all are cool. So don't have anything bad to say about them. There's like him, and there's this one other guy that, this guy's like 30 years old, but he's just like one of the biggest hypocrites I know. Like, he's just like a very much an attention whore, just like always asking for attention. And he's like, oh, like, and when people call him out on it, he just gets like a fake bullshit apology, just be like, I'm sorry guys, I'm old person stuff. Like, yeah, like, he even like faked his own death at one point. I'm like, that's fucked up, dude. Like, seriously. And he's like one of the biggest hypocrites ever. I remember he fucking this said person accused me of being like a predator, a creep guy, which is simply untrue. And I've had that shit happen to me in high school, which, like, people being in teenagers and stuff. Yeah, I seen him fucking creep up on like younger people, and I'm like, ugh, really? And you say I'm a creep? Come on. And this dude's also like a fucking sponge. He just pays for nothing. Then he always says, oh, I'll get you later, but later never comes. And just, let's talk about also by pretty much like the internet and the trolls and shit talking and just rumors. Like, of course, we're all on YouTube. Like, internet, the trolls and shit talkers, we all get that. It's just a matter of how you deal with it. And I'll admit, when I was like starting out on YouTube back in like 2012, 2013, I was bad at it. I would always respond to those shit talkers and haters, but that are just not accept criticism as well. But, you know, I'm getting older now, and I pretty much don't give a shit about it anymore. I just pretty much delete the comments that are very negative, because I'm not going to waste my time dealing with all that that because it just serves no purpose and it just adds fuel to the fire. And I'll admit, guys, I've made mistakes in the past. Like, I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be that. And I believe that it's what makes you who you are. Or like I mentioned before, like if you don't make mistakes, then there's something wrong with you. And have encountered some shit talkers in real life. This one like freaking scrawny dude that we were cool for a while, but he's just had issues with me, like fucking meeting bands and getting stuff signed, and and his friends like, oh, nobody gives a shit about your stuff getting your stuff signed, and you need to stop harassing bands. I'm like, first of all, I don't harass any bands. And I'm not making their life a living hell. I can get bands to sign whatever the fuck I want, and I can meet any band I want. I mean, meeting a band isn't a crime, you know? Now, if I was like planning on fucking kidnapping them and taking them to my house, then fucking, hey, you can complain all you want. But last I checked, I wasn't. And this dude took it way too, the scrawny dude I mentioned just took it way too far, and he freaking blocked me. But yet I hear him talking about shit talking, and I'm like, really? It's just pathetic. I just think people that just talk shit are just cowardly. Like, they don't have the balls to like go up to your face and just say it. It's just pathetic. It's fucking pathetic. And I remember this dude had moved to Germany, but then I saw him pretty much near the end of last year. He freaking shut up at 2 shows I went to. Was like, or 3 shows I should say. It was Obituary, then I saw Cannibal Corpse and Morbid Angel. And this dude, well, the 2 shows, the first two I mentioned, like the dude fucking smacked my phone out of my hand. One, I was filming, and I thought, really, like, he's lucky he didn't break it. Like, fortunately, it's still working. Otherwise, I wouldn't be filming this video right now. But yeah, this dude is just, like, he just doesn't know what he's talking. Yeah, that's just pretty much that. And then there's also another story about just like friendships. And sometimes friendships, for the most part, I've met about 95% of the people I've met are pretty cool, whether it be on internet or even shows I go to, or even you guys that recognize me from shows. And there's a lot of you are good, cool, and I'm more than grateful. But yeah, and then there's this one chick that I was once friends with, this goth looking chick. We were cool for about 2 years, but then I mentioned this also. There's this vlog I posted back in 2018 talking about me being autistic or having Asperger's, which I have mentioned that before, but I haven't really talked much about that. Partially, there was like some stuff where I've acted out, and that caught me into some shit, but which I'm not gonna, as also a disclaimer, I'm not gonna use like my autism or Asperger's. It's not an excuse to do some of the stuff or to just justify some of the shit that I've done in the past. And I do regret a lot of that, but at the same time, I shouldn't be afraid and admit that this is who I am, and I should let people know that, and I'm not gonna like justify or use any of the shit I've done in the past, or some of the dumb shit, or even stupid stuff I've done as an excuse. That's not what I'm gonna promote. This one chick, like about 2 years ago, I mentioned this. I did something stupid. Like, I'm not gonna go into detail about that, but it's just, I don't know. I'm really just upset about. Was still hurt about it, that she just ended like friendship with me, and I was like, really, no warning, no second chance. And it's like her and there's other gang of people that I was also friends with, and I'm still friends with like 3 of those people, but I still like feel like with that group of people, just feel like it's a little awkward, which is a shame. I don't think that the people that I'm still cool with that from that are bad. I don't think that about them at all. I just know that they're like, that's the way that I view things, and the way that I do things are just like different from them. But then I was friends with her. I remember her boyfriend, she had dated this one dude, and I was like, dude who had actually moved from I believe from New England and stuff. And me and him, we were somewhat cool. I remember there was like a couple shows like back in October. It was like Karak Ongren and Behemoth, and I was like avoided him for that the first one, and then the former, and then the latter one. I was like, he said hi to me, and I was like, what the fuck? It wasn't until I think I decided, I was like, I'm buying you a beer. I just said abruptly, and it wasn't until he actually like moved down here officially, like near the end of 2018, going into like 2019, and we were somewhat cool for that pretty much that whole year somewhat. We had like kind of like falling outs here and there. Yeah, but the one fucked up shit was like all right, so we were talking, I think it was like about a year ago at Ensiferum. And it was just like chatting, seeing how he's going, and his freaking GF is like, comes up to me, he's like, hey Richard, after like she pretty much told me like, don't talk to me after like I was trying to like apologize and just try to make amends for what I did. And I was like, really, I didn't say anything. I just got up and walked away because I was not gonna have drama, and I just wanted to enjoy the show. And I was like, but I did posted something on like my Instagram, but it wasn't like anything like derogatory or hateful or anything. I was like, LMAO, have some nerve coming up to me after a show to decide not to be friends at more, fuck you. And her BF was kind of like pissed off about that. But I was like, the way I viewed it, I was like, really? You're gonna wait? I begged you to talk to you for a few months, and then all of a sudden now you want to say something to me. I'm like, I don't know why you couldn't stand me before then, and now you wanted to say hi to me. Is like, no way, I'm not gonna have that. I begged to talk to you for you, but you had a chance and you blew it. Like, ugh, come on. And what's funny is like they say that some of those her friends is like saying like, oh, she doesn't have any ill will or harsh for you, and I'm like, really, because before that she accused me of being a predator creep, which is ridiculous. That's because heaven forbid I can't be nice to anybody without coming off as a creep. Well, if I want to just be a fucking asshole, then I'll just be like that. And what really just also makes me a bit sad, because I tried to be this dude's friend that I mentioned that moved down here from like New England stuff. But yeah, he's always just complains like, I don't know if I should feel that here, and I try to give him advice, but yet he just feels like he just does the opposite of what I tried to tell you. And I try to tell him, and I'm honestly about to a point is like, you know what, you're on your own, dude. Like, that's pretty much how I just, another topic I feel like I want to just saying is like, if you're just feeling sad or just down and people are trying to give you advice to help you, but yet you're just going to do the opposite, sit and just continue to just say sad and depressing things, then it's not my problem anymore. I'm like, you are making that choice to feel bad when they're simply just like other people are trying to like help you, and you're just sort of like moping around. Look, I mean, I'm not saying it's like it's never easy to like be happy or find happiness, or pick yourself up, but taking the small steps to do so is just bad. But it's the thing, to be honest. But yet I see people that are choosing just to not do that, say they don't want to do that, which honestly I'm at a point where I was like, you know what, you're on your own, man. And something that really just pissed me off about was about a month ago, he had messaged me on Instagram after I was hanging with some friends. I was on my way home, and he actually messaged me saying like, hey man, a lot of stuff has changed. I'm sorry I made you feel mistreated and stuff, and I'm sorry for your on and off shit. And I'm like, really, dude? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I begged you to try to be your friend for a while since you were in here, and now you wanted to say something to me. I'm like, no, thank you. And really, and now he's pretty much moved back to New Hampshire, and I'm like, really, dude? Like, you had everything you had here, and you just, like a coward, you just ran away. Like, come on, man. Seriously, like, I'm just upset. Like, you had some chances to be my friend. You basically just didn't want anything to do with me. You wanted me to just fuck off. Like, I'm not having that. And if any of their friends see this and want to see this, go ahead, tell them. I don't give a shit. I'm just so over this. Ugh. Yeah, but just like friendships, just in general, like, I have to learn, you just gotta live your life and just not worry about what other people think. You gotta to just go with the flow, just live in this moment, and you just gotta press forward. And I think I've pretty much learned that over the last couple of years or so. But yeah, I just feel like that's pretty much my little vlog for you guys. I don't know if anybody has sat in this, and I don't really care if anybody actually see this. I mean, I don't really fucking care, to be honest. But yeah, I pretty much rambled on for too long. But yeah, I'm pretty much gonna end this right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this little vlog, but I'll probably be back to making album reviews. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. And as always, just keep it metal.